Flood protection systems. As the world comes to an end, a massive flood could occur, and there's a unique device that can offer some protection without needing any electricity. This flood-preventing device works like this. When water starts to accumulate in a special drainage area, a float rises up, which then activates a gas cylinder to lift a protective flap. When the water level recedes, the flap doesn't retract on its own but needs manual adjustment. The flap comes in handy for safeguarding against floods in any situation, even when there's no power. Nonetheless, it's important to keep in mind that this gadget has a specific height limitation and won't provide protection during the most extreme floods with water rising by several feet. Groundfridge. When the apocalypse arrives, you might find yourself storing your food underground, just like our ancestors did. But you don't need to go all primitive. You can set up a modern twist on the classic earth pit right in your backyard. Imagine a 660-pound spherical fridge with a handy cylindrical entrance. The tough outer shell is crafted from laminated polyester plastic so it won't react with the surrounding soil, while the interior shelves are made of beautiful natural wood. The fridge is buried underground with a 3-foot-thick layer of soil on top, offering space to store up to 1,100 pounds of vegetables, fruits, canned goods, and drinks at a cool temperature, no electricity required. But if you'd like to power it up, you can hook it up with solar panels or wind turbines. The fridge also comes with ventilation for ideal food storage conditions. Sublethal Remote Gun. To spot potential intruders in an apocalyptic scenario, it's essential to have cameras and radar systems in place. But what should you do if these looters have already entered your house? You can either handle the situation on your own or go for a more secure approach, such as using a remotely operated weapon. It's a setup with a box mounted on a post housing a standard paintball gun that shoots sturdy nylon bullets or pepper balls. These projectiles won't cause significant harm, but effectively deter those who want to get their hands on your staff. Moreover, the gun can be swiftly deployed for defense, taking just around 20 seconds after receiving a remote alert. This weapon proves highly effective with a range of up to 82 feet. However, it's essential to keep in mind that the accuracy of any firearm is influenced by various factors, temperature, and wind, among others. What sets this remote gun apart is that it doesn't fire automatically. It's controlled by a person. Surprisingly, you can even operate it using a standard cell phone, assigning specific buttons to adjust the gun's direction and fire. You can operate this firearm even when there's no electricity, which comes in handy, especially during doomsday scenarios. This is achievable because the gun comes with a built-in battery that keeps it running for 3 days without needing to plug into the grid. If you prefer to make the firearm self-sufficient in terms of power, you can juice it up using a solar panel or a wind turbine. Rainy filter. In the event of an apocalypse, it's highly likely that your water supply won't function properly. This is why it's crucial to prepare and install a rain filter from Rainy to ensure a clean water source for your household. One good reason to pick this filter is that it works effectively no matter how hard it's raining. When it's drizzling lightly, it uses cohesion to clean itself, and when it's pouring, it uses centrifugal force. Plus, it doesn't matter how intense the rain is, as it always manages to clear away extra stuff like leaves through a special pipe. Thanks to its smart design, the filter operates without the need for an external power source, making it both dependable and long-lasting. This is because it has no moving parts, preventing any wear and tear, and it's made of robust plastic that can withstand the harshest weather conditions. Installing the filter is simple. You just need to attach a special mount to the wall and place the filter on it and connect it to your tank. It's wise to go for a larger tank to ensure you capture every drop of precious rainwater, especially in doomsday scenarios. It's worth remembering that rainwater, even after undergoing some filtering, might still need 1 or even 2 rounds of purification. This is because rain can carry pollutants released into the air. Hyundai Zombie Survival Machine Concept. Back in 2012, Hyundai unveiled a concept car designed to mow down the fearsome hordes of the undead. The company created the car together with Robert Kirkman, creator of the famous comic book and graphic novel The Walking Dead. I don't know a lot about cars, but I do know a lot about the zombie apocalypse, and what I would like to have to survive, Kirkman explained. He teamed up with Hyundai experts, so the car is as practical and efficient as it can be for surviving the zombie apocalypse. The design includes details necessary to fight zombies, such as a special plow with spikes, slatted armored coverings on the windows, a roof hatch that allows passengers to shoot at zombies, an electric trunk for storing weapons, all-terrain tires. Yes, Hyundai is probably not the car that comes to mind when you want to protect yourself from zombies, but you have to admit, it looks pretty convincing. There's another zombie survival car inspired by Hyundai and created with the help of fans. Their main goal was to make the car as spacious and stealthy as possible. Since knives and blades are the best weapons against zombies, they don't require ammunition and can cut zombies into pieces. The car features plenty of them. There are also razor-wired windows, an automatic crossbow, 3 machine guns, a samurai sword, and tough armor, of course. And finally, the third option. It was designed by the creators of the first zombie survival car, so it can be called the official version. The car has many modifications to survive the zombie apocalypse, such as a new hood with a double-barrel shotgun and sandbags. The front bumper got 2 chainsaws and a plow, as well as saw blades mounted on the front grille. Don't forget about flamethrowers on the door. All in all, it's easy to drive this car even through crowds of zombies. The armored body can withstand any attack, and the weapons will help clear the way. By the way, it's surprising and even a little strange that in the Walking Dead series the cars are quite ordinary, probably because the characters didn't have the time or resources to upgrade them. Well, or maybe the creators of the series just didn't have enough budget. Halley VI. We're used to seeing homes move on water or land, but here's something that can surprise anyone. A shelter that travels on skis. That's Halley VI, designed to offer daily protection for explorers in one of the most extreme places on Earth, Antarctica. What's really fascinating is how the station gets around. It's moved by bulldozers and huge retractable skis positioned under the supports. This method allows the station to be relocated in emergencies, maybe not quickly, but securely. The research station in Antarctica is designed to be resilient and equipped to handle any harsh conditions. Its sturdy construction and materials keep it standing strong against relentless winds and freezing temperatures, plus every module is fully heated. This shelter would be ideal for surviving the end of the world. The station includes 2 main parts, each with 3 connected sections. The northern side features living spaces and a deck for checking out the scenery. Across from that are more places to stay. The 2-story red building in the middle is the place for socializing. It's got a garden, a climbing wall, and other things. It's meant to keep the crew entertained during long trips and supposedly stop them from losing their mind in case of apocalypse. Here's what a usual day in Antarctica looks like. Shelter proves crucial even in extreme conditions like these, making it perfect for surviving an apocalypse, especially one accompanied by snow. SnoozeBox. With only 48 hours left before a possible end of the world, how could we arrange a shelter? Well, we could transform shipping containers into a makeshift hotel. It might sound odd, but shipping containers only serve as a structure, and inside you can arrange pretty much anything you want. One can quickly set up entire hotel systems within 48 hours, accommodating anywhere from 40 to 400 people. The key is to place these hotels in safe spots away from disaster zones. Containers are easy to transport and unpack without sophisticated tools or lots of manpower. Each hotel container comes equipped with air conditioning, a double bed, a bathroom, a TV, Wi-Fi, power outlets, a safe, and keycard access. It's worth noting that these rooms don't require separate plumbing or electrical connections because the hotel has its own self-sufficient system. Solar impulse. So how about solar power? Cars and other devices that are powered by it are nothing new, but in a post-apocalyptic world, we may need to travel by air as well. What if the all-terrain vehicle can't handle the route? This is where Solar Impulse, a Swiss experimental project for a long-range solar-powered aircraft, comes to the rescue. The aircraft is a single-seated monoplane powered by photovoltaic cells capable of taking off under its own power. The prototype was designed to stay airborne for up to 36 hours. The second plane, built in 2014, has more solar panels and more powerful motors, as well as other improvements that have allowed it to circumnavigate the globe. Naturally, the plane had to make several stops, and it took it more than 16 months to circumnavigate the world, but it proved it's actually possible for a solar-powered aircraft. It's a shame the plane's a single-seater, but in a post-apocalyptic world, you can't really count on developed civil aviation and charter flights to resorts. Floating wind turbines. These devices offer an unusual way of harnessing wind energy. At first glance, the wind turbine might appear quite flashy, but its purpose isn't to show off its looks. It climbs up to 1.2 miles high to harness energy more efficiently, benefiting from winds that are 8 times stronger and steadier air currents. Electricity is generated at ground level through a process where a device rotates in the air propelled by the wind, generating an aerodynamic lift force. At the same time, the wind turbine pulls a rope that spins a drum coupled to an electric generator, producing electrical power. This wind turbine typically generates around 30 kilowatts, and there's another inflatable turbine called BAT that's just as powerful. BAT looks pretty unusual. It's like a blimp with a hole in the middle. It's fully autonomous, finding the strongest wind and even landing safely if there's an issue. Emergencies are rare because BAT can handle snow, rain, and winds of up to 98 miles per hour. Energy is harnessed at heights between 984 and 1969 feet, after which it's transmitted down and transformed into electricity. Inflatable air turbines offer a significant advantage as they take up minimal ground space and require a short installation time. Altogether, they're a perfect way to generate electricity in an end-of-the-world scenario without taking up much space. Flying inventions harnessing wind power seem to embrace the most imaginative ideas. For instance, there are airborne wind turbines resembling surveillance drones. Also, wind energy is captured using sails, and in some cases it's gathered through a flying vehicle that looks a lot like an airplane. Fog catchers. As traditional ways of obtaining water dwindle in an end-of-day scenario, unique methods like specialized nets designed to harvest water from fog may come in handy. Various types of nets essentially have the same qualities. They're designed to be carbon neutral, made of food-safe materials, and resistant to UV rays. Furthermore, these nets are designed with flexible troughs that direct water flow into the tank. The incorporation of rubber expanders allows the net to withstand winds of up to 75 miles per hour. The nets collect water through a process where wind-blown fog passes through them, leaving behind water particles. These particles accumulate and form larger droplets that flow down into a collecting trough at the bottom, ultimately connecting to the final reservoir. That being said, it's important to realize that fog collectors cannot be placed anywhere, as they have certain requirements to work effectively. For example, it's important to ensure the absence of major obstructions to wind-propelled fog within a few miles of the collection area. Perfect sites would be regions near the coastline. Rain harvesting. Since we mentioned rainwater harvesting, it's a simple method that doesn't need any intricate gadgets. To begin, you'll require a gutter system that directs rainwater from the roof. Typically made of metal or plastic, it's important that the material of the gutter doesn't chemically interact with rainwater or its potential contents. Furthermore, the gutter must be strong enough to endure extreme weather conditions. The second, most important part is a filter that strains the water, removing impurities and making it drinkable. Naturally, these filters use mesh screens to block leaves and debris from contaminating the water. Installing them is usually quite easy. They fit right into the gutter cut. Additionally, there exist dedicated devices tailored for water storage tanks. These gadgets enable users to monitor water levels and perform many other tasks. Honeywell. Having a wind turbine for uninterrupted electricity during disasters, as long as there's wind, is a great asset. It's even better if it's a Windtronics turbine, far more efficient than other similar products. Honeywell's turbine stands out in its ability to produce energy right at the tips of its blades. Unlike conventional models that need significant wind force to start rotating from the center, this turbine's design incorporates magnets and stators around the outer ring, allowing it to capture energy efficiently. Also, it has the capability to turn following the wind's direction. Furthermore, this turbine offers extra functionalities that might prove handy in apocalyptic scenarios. Its robust build ensures resilience in harsh conditions, and thanks to its design, Honeywell Turbine operates significantly quieter than conventional models. Mammoth Overland Trailer. Surviving the end of the world can mean embracing nomadic living, moving away from harsh environments to more suitable ones. Take along a Mammoth camping trailer and you won't need a permanent home base anymore. At first glance, the trailer might not seem like it would inspire a nomadic lifestyle, given its relatively modest length of 14 feet, yet a closer look reveals why it encourages a life on the move. To begin, the trailer provides a hassle-free and comfortable cooking experience wherever you are. It boasts a kitchen equipped with a dual-burner stove, sink, and electric refrigerator. Also, the kitchen section comes with a water heater, a shower sprayer, and an awning for extra comfort. There's also enough place for rest, since inside you'll find a 6.56 by 6.56 foot bed, spacious enough for 2 adults and a small kid. Plus, there's a drop-down platform that can either double as a bunk bed or serve as a table. The trailer also serves as a versatile carrier for survival essentials. It features a modular roof rack that can carry 500 pounds while in motion and 1,000 pounds when parked. MOSE. Traditional inflatable barriers work better for minor floods but can't handle high water pressure. So using the approach adopted to shield Venice from floods could protect cities against natural disasters. The Venice Barrier features 78 sections organized into 4 rows. Each section is a metal structure spanning 65 feet in width, varying in length from 60 to 95 feet and measuring between 12 and 16 feet in thickness. The barrier sections adjust according to the water level. They're normally submerged and stored in housing during typical tidal conditions. As the water level is expected to increase, introducing compressed air raises these barriers above the water line, stopping the flow. Using 78 bright yellow barriers, it's possible to obstruct water flows as high as 9.8 feet. However, it takes about half an hour to fully raise the barrier and 15 minutes to lower it. Half an hour to raise a barrier is quite a long time, so you need to prepare for disasters in advance. This barrier has the world's largest moving sections and offers much better protection against water. Each section stands at a height of approximately 72 feet, weighing 5,500 tons. The video demonstrates the barrier closing, a process that takes a full 2.5 hours in real time. Solar water solution. When preparing for the apocalypse, ensuring access to safe drinking water involves more than just collecting rainwater. A creative combination of a shipping container and solar panels offers a unique solution to generate clean water from both rain and seawater. The container is the desalination facility itself, while the solar panels enable desalination without relying on the power grid. Solar desalination works by pressuring seawater through a specialized synthetic membrane, which catches up to 98% of mineral salts and impurities. According to the creators, this efficient purification system treats approximately 924 to 1,850 gallons of water every hour. Solar power trailers. These trailers are perfect for surviving the apocalypse, offering the ability to generate electricity in any place. 123E Solar's most advanced trailer model is the hybrid solar diesel trailer, designed for easy transport and deployment on the location. Upon deployment, the trailer showcases 16 solar panels, producing 7.2 kilowatts of power. fueling an integrated hybrid inverter. Complementing these solar features is a diesel generator with a specific fuel tank and a rechargeable battery storing surplus energy. The inverter transforms solar and diesel-generated AC power into DC power to keep the AC load running. It also manages the diesel generator, activating it if the voltage falls under 48 volts and shutting it down when the solar panels hit 52 volts. With DC and AC outputs, the trailer allows direct connection to the battery, giving you the ability to charge your devices wherever you go. Water tanks. You can't use all the rainwater collected at once, so there's a need for specialized storage facilities. These tanks come in various types and shapes. For those opting for a nomadic lifestyle in the apocalyptic scenario, mobile storage units on trailers might prove the perfect choice. Reservoir sizes range from small to massive. Just keep in mind the larger ones demand a robust vehicle to support their weight when filled. Another option includes stationary tanks, which can be moved but usually stay put as they're linked directly to the water collection system. These tanks receive filtered water for storage purposes and are seldom moved around. All water storage tanks are built using materials that resist punctures and cuts, which is an essential feature when clean water becomes scarce in apocalyptic scenarios. Moreover, these materials prevent any reactions with water or other elements, ensuring no risk of contamination or poisoning. Survival capsule. Surviving a powerful tsunami or tornado might seem nearly impossible, but the solution is surprisingly simple: getting into a secure capsule and staying protected until the disaster passes. The capsule's resilience against natural disasters primarily comes from its aircraft aluminum build, which enables it to endure impacts from various objects, guard against sharp items, and resist heat. Plus, it's naturally waterproof, which is a must for temporary shelter. Keep in mind that thanks to its special design, the capsule won't sink and will always stay afloat during flood or tsunami. Moreover, these capsules aren't just for one person. They come in different models that can accommodate up to 10 people. Each capsule comes with seats, food, and water to support each person for 5 days. Surprisingly, the capsule can be transformed into a space where you can keep yourself entertained even during disaster rescue missions. To achieve this, you can set up a surround sound music system. What's more, the capsule's additional features comprise a tether system, solar panel, restroom, and interior lighting. Underground shelters. When it comes to shielding oneself from potential dangers, the tried and true solution is an underground bunker. There's a multitude of companies dedicated to creating these protective spaces, available in a diverse range of dimensions and designs. Take, for instance, bunkers crafted from steel pipes. Although they may not be the most robust or comfortable option for prolonged use, they excel at providing a swift and cost-effective solution for temporary shelter during natural disasters or catastrophic events. There are also compact shelters in the market that are simple to install in a shallow trench, featuring a designated entrance and stairs for convenient entry. Underground bunkers come in various sizes, accommodating a range of gear and essential survival items, along with different capacities for people. Some shelters are designed for longer-term use, constructed with fiberglass and placed on a concrete foundation, offering accommodations for 8 to 200 adults for periods ranging from half a year to 5 years. Nissan RE-LEAF. But what if the zombies damage the wiring too? Survivors will experience power outages, and that's where the Nissan RE-LEAF comes into play. This is a 100% electric emergency response vehicle designed to provide a mobile power supply. That is, in simple words, it drives and shares electricity like a router shares internet connection. Only through wires, of course. RE-LEAF not only has high off-road capability, it also features weatherproof sockets on the exterior of the vehicle. They allow powering 110 to 230 volt devices from a high-capacity lithium-ion battery. And you can do more than just recharge your smartphone. RE-LEAF can power medical, communications, lighting, and heating equipment. In short, anything that can be essential during a global disaster. Torshell shelters. When the world seems to be coming to an end, it might bring along some terrifying tornadoes that send shivers down everyone's spine. You've got two choices: make a run for it or hunker down in a sturdy tornado shelter. It's quite strange, but you can actually wait out an apocalypse comfortably inside the shelter. To make that happen, Torshell has designed its shelters with air vents, electricity connections, and 4 outlets for your devices. Yet the most crucial aspect of the comfort in a shelter is the feeling of safety. Torshell has taken that seriously, ensuring these shelters are airtight, sealed both inside and out, and featuring sturdy, thick walls that can protect you from any physical threats. In the case of underground shelters, the walls are even more robust with a double layer, one of them being a 4-inch thick concrete barrier. It's important to mention that the shelter can also serve as a secure spot for storing valuables or as a refuge from potential intruders. You have the option to set up special locks that can be operated from both inside and outside for added protection. This shelter's designed to keep you safe even in tornadoes, with wind speeds inside ranging from 260 to 318 miles per hour. When you see one of those tornadoes approaching on the horizon, your best bet is to run and abandon everything in your path. However, there are people who apparently don't need any shelters. Secret gun room. The potential end of the world could bring about a looting spree, making preparation essential. Murphy Doors provides a perfect solution in the form of a secret gun room. Its entrance is designed to seamlessly integrate into your wall, masquerading as an ordinary cabinet that doesn't stand out. The unlocking mechanism is cleverly hidden as well. With a discreet press, the cabinet slides open slightly, allowing you to access the concealed space by grasping the edge. Once you're inside, you'll find that the hidden room offers enough space to stash a variety of weapons that could prove useful in tough situations. It can accommodate pistols, rifles, and specialized gear with ease. It's important to mention that the door itself is quite thick and boasts a sturdy lock, which can also provide some protection against certain natural disasters. You can enhance this safety further by ensuring that the walls, floor, and ceiling are robust enough to withstand the forces of nature. Also, the secret room offers complete flexibility for customization, enabling you to redesign it to suit your preferences. This includes the ability to completely alter the hidden door's appearance and its practical functions, as well as arranging shelves and cabinets in any way you desire and stocking it with all the essentials for your specific needs. Orbital Assembly Voyager. What if the drones discover new zombies? There seems to be no hope left, and our only option is to leave the planet. We don't have to fly far away, we just need to reach the orbit, where they plan to start building the world's first space hotel in the near future. The station is designed to accommodate business, production, space agencies conducting research, and of course space tourists who want to live on the station but enjoy the most comfortable conditions. It's assumed that inside there will be living and entertainment modules, separate transport for guests, and the ability to observe the Earth in real time. Admittedly, this sounds a bit like the 100 TV series, where people also lived on an orbital station after the apocalypse. Wouldn't want things to go like in the series, though. Floating farms. As the world faces its end, arid terrain might no longer support plant growth, prompting a shift towards soil-free farming methods. For centuries, regions prone to frequent flooding have embraced floating farms, requiring all agricultural activities to adapt accordingly. Floating farms consist of floating seed beds, which are a rather complex set of different elements that form processes similar to those in hydroponics. These floating beds have different lengths, typically measure around 4 to 5 feet in width, and have a depth of up to 20 inches, with approximately 2/3 of their depth submerged in water. The bed frames are designed without the use of metals or similar materials. To ensure the beds remain structurally sound, farmers rely on their expertise fashioning protective barriers against waves and drifts using bamboo. After shaping the beds, they're filled with rapidly decomposing seaweed and small balls made from a variety of materials that both shape and retain moisture. These balls also contain sprouted pumpkin seeds, beans, cucumber seeds, and more. Overall, such farms are just as likely to grow a variety of crops as land-based farms, which can be a great source of food when necessary. TIV-2. This is a car that was built to withstand tornadoes and hurricanes, so it could easily save your life during the end of the world. TIV-2 was fortified against extreme weather like all other cars, using a Dodge Ram as the base, a vehicle tough enough to endure the apocalypse. The modifications turned it into a real beast. The car received a 6.7-liter turbo diesel engine producing 625 horsepower, boosting its speed to 100 miles per hour. This adjustment allowed to carry the extensively modified and heavy structure. To enhance the car's resilience against extreme weather like tornadoes or hurricanes, several modifications were made. This included fitting a third axle, adding armored panels to shield against debris, installing a turret on the roof for weather monitoring, and equipping hydraulic anchoring spikes to lock the car in place using special piles. The windows were reinforced with 1.6-inch thick bullet-resistant polycarbonate sheets layered with tempered glass. All these changes allowed the TIV-2 to endure wind speeds up to 249 miles per hour during tests. Thanks to these passionate risk takers, we get to witness an amazing sight, the creation of a tornado. It's stunning, yet incredibly risky. IAG Armored Truck. This ride's got everything you need to make it through a zombie apocalypse. It's decked out for protection, armed up, and packed with handy extras. Zombies aren't usually seen as smart enough to handle guns, so the armor from IAG should do the trick. If marauders come at you, the truck's got heavy-duty armor against bullets and can handle mine blasts. It's also got grills to shut the windows when needed. Talking about the weapons, the primary defense against zombies might be a reinforced front section, resembling a bulldozer shield. This feature allows for pushing through zombies without causing much damage to the vehicle. Additionally, the car could be outfitted with small firearms. It's equipped with a turret that can rotate 360 degrees and can hold machine guns and similar armaments. As added gear, there's a control system, cameras for surveillance, night vision tech, fire suppressors, and other useful tools. F.A.C.E. The apocalypse is often portrayed as a raging inferno devouring everything in its wake. Hardly anything can fully protect against such a catastrophic event, but a fire canister can offer temporary safety during such times. This device features an air valve up top, an air pressure gauge on the side, and a sprinkler head down below. It's loaded with a blend of water and eco-friendly fire retardant and can be attached to house walls or outdoor fences. Using the canister is pretty simple. Just place it in the required spot. However, it's vital to keep the pressure inside at about 50 psi, maintained by a hand air pump or compressor. This is essential for the fire canister to function properly. Once the device detects the heat from the fire, here's what happens. The first thing to burst is the glycerin-filled bulb in the sprinkler head. This causes a mix of water and fire retardant to shoot out from the device's bottom, spraying about 4 to 5 feet around to put out the fire. You can refill the face with a special kit after using it. Bed shelter. Tornadoes and other severe weather surprises can strike when you least expect them, even while you're asleep. Luckily, there's an invention called a bed shelter that allows you to quickly get to safety. The bed's frame can be raised and lowered using a 4-motor system that's powered by a 110-volt AC outlet or built-in battery backup. It smoothly switches between configurations in just a minute. The bed shelter comes in 3 options, each offering 4 different bed sizes. According to the creators, all 3 options have been put through tests to ensure they can withstand powerful tornadoes. Besides providing tornado protection, these bed shelters also serve as a secure storage space for your valuables. You won't need to worry about flooding, they won't eat up your extra floor space, and you won't have to step outside during a storm. Sunflower system. When things get rough outside your home as the world seems to be ending, you can become a bee to explore the area, though not a common one, but a drone bee. The drone from Sunflower Labs is indeed similar to a bee, as it's stored in a specialized station reminiscent of a beehive, though far more advanced. The hive provides water and weatherproof shelter for the drone's charging station and essential AI hardware. It also serves as the system's frontline security, equipped with motion and vibration sensors to detect any unexpected activity and promptly alert the owner. Afterward, you can launch the drone, which, thanks to its artificial intelligence, doesn't require any manual control. All you need to do is assign tasks, and the drone will follow a preset path, keeping an eye out for security breaches, detecting and recognizing people, animals, and machinery. It'll then send alerts to the owner. Plus, the drone can also stream live video, updating users with the most current information about their surroundings. The drone's compact and powered by 4 electric motors that allow it to zip around at speeds of up to 11 miles per hour, covering a maximum distance of 1,600 feet. It's also quite nimble and can both take off and land vertically. Door Armor Kit. To protect your home from burglars with their eyes on other people's belongings, you can choose between installing an ultra-durable door or taking a simpler path by upgrading your current door with a tailor-made kit from Armor Concepts. This kit contains all the essentials for ensuring your door offers top-notch security, effectively transforming it into a protective barrier. The key component is a 46-inch steel plate that reinforces the door jamb. It's equipped with holes for fitting locks on doors. Next, we have a pair of 4-inch strengthening brackets which are placed just above the deadbolt and doorknob to prevent the door from breaking on impact. Additionally, there are 2 12-inch L-shaped reinforcements attached to the existing hinges, keeping them secure and preventing them from being forced open by intruders. You can install armor on your door without the need to take it off, making it a quick and easy way to enhance your home's security against burglars. This results in a door that's well protected at all vulnerable points, capable of withstanding kicks, punches, and even battering rams used for breaking down doors. Check out how several people try to break down the door and shoot it with different weapons. You can tell the testers are enjoying it and are confident in the door's ability to withstand the toughest tests. Fire Barrier Shield. Fire is a major concern in any apocalyptic scenario, and while it's often tough to extinguish, there are effective ways to contain it and safeguard yourself using specialized fireproof panels. These panels are nearly impervious to flames thanks to their high-quality fire-resistant material and an aluminum coating that can deflect up to 95% of the radiant heat. Each panel is sewn with fire-resistant threads for added durability and protection against fire and flying embers. Installing the system is simple and doesn't require complex tools, water, or electricity. You can easily set it up by screwing anchors into the ground and connecting them with clamps. To attach it to a structure, use special straps to keep this innovation firmly in place. Sliding isolators. Earthquakes are one of the most terrifying natural events, and they're nearly impossible to escape. Fortunately, today, we have specialized solutions to reduce their impact. Take seismic isolators, for instance, which use 12 4.5-inch diameter steel and plastic sliders atop galvanized steel plates. These clever devices were put to the test, and the results were impressive. In a simulated high-magnitude earthquake, the house simply slid from side to side without suffering significant damage. There are other choices for earthquake-resistant systems designed to help houses sway during tremors, reducing damage and eliminating the risk of a structural collapse. Protecting buildings from earthquakes is such a crucial concern that various organizations and universities host competitions among students to determine whose model structure can better withstand the shake test. Barricade Vehicles. When facing a zombie outbreak, a vehicle equipped with a barricade can offer reliable protection against brain eaters. While barricades hold their own against zombies, mobile vehicles take it to the next level. The mobile barrier can quickly get to where it's needed most and instantly create a blockade that zombies can't get through. Plus, setting up this barrier takes zero time or effort. Additionally, these barricaded cars boast cutting-edge technology. They come decked out with surveillance cameras, night vision gear, and even a fire extinguishing system. The cameras and night vision gear are super handy. They can help spot zombies coming your way day or night. The important thing is that the zombies trying to get past the mobile barrier aren't like the ones in World War Z. If they are, then we'll need to think of another solution. By the way, there is a way out. You just have to take what people use for fun nowadays, slippery surfaces. As the zombies slip and slide trying to reach you, you'll stay safe and maybe even have a good laugh. Dominator. Every now and then, people design cars for weird purposes, inadvertently making them perfect for making it through the apocalypse. For instance, there's a car designed literally for following hurricanes and tornadoes. With a bold name, the Dominator, it's the third car in the series. Through its evolution, the car underwent continuous changes, transforming into a resilient vehicle capable of withstanding extreme weather like hurricanes and tornadoes. This makes the Dominator a prime choice as one of the top vehicles for surviving an apocalypse. The car's built to tackle tough weather like tornadoes and hurricanes. It's got a steel body coated with Kevlar, which shields it from flying debris that could wreck it in high winds. The windows are double paned for extra protection. To stay grounded, it's got a system that stops it from getting picked up by the wind. Plus, there are these skirts around the bottom of the body that keep out strong gusts. And if that's not enough, the Dominator hydraulic spikes physically nail it down. With all these features, the vehicle can endure wind speeds of 150 to 200 miles per hour and is shielded from potential impacts by various objects. It's a great option for surviving the end of the world with intense hurricanes and tornadoes. The only downside is its weight of 5 tons. But thanks to the 6.7-liter engine, the vehicle can cautiously approach a tornado and quickly move away from it. TANKBOAT X-18. Surviving an apocalypse on land seems straightforward. Hop into an armored car and drive away. Surprisingly, the same tactic works on water with a tank boat. The X-18 isn't just a tough boat that resembles a tank in appearance and firepower. It has more features to offer. One of them is its two-hull design, made of a material 10 times tougher than steel, yet 5 times lighter. This makes the boat faster and more agile in the water while maintaining its robustness. The boat moves fast not just because it's made of lighter material, but also because of what's inside. The X-18 runs on a 1,700 horsepower engine and a water jet propulsion system. It's got a big 1,590-gallon fuel tank, which doesn't make it faster, but lets you sail up to 680 miles without needing to refuel. The boat can not only sail away, but also actively defend itself. For this purpose, the X-18 has an unmanned turret with an autocannon and 2 machine guns. It's also worth noting that the boat can carry up to 60 people inside. While inside, all of them are provided with the necessary things for survival, as well as access to an integrated drone, which can be used for reconnaissance. The boat's also equipped with various communication systems, so the passenger will not be left alone and in the dark, but will always be able to communicate with other groups of people who survive the apocalypse. There are different ways the world could end, where even a tank boat would be useless. Let's hope we don't have to deal with that. Underground garages. Beyond their convenience, underground garages become vital during doomsday scenarios, serving as a shelter for vehicles during catastrophic events and offering refuge for people. Overall, underground garages are like less robust versions of bunkers, not specifically built for apocalypse survival. However, being below ground means they're shielded by soil and can serve as a hiding spot, shielding you from natural disasters. Underground garages can also double as storage spaces for survival gear in case you need to seek safety below ground. It's important to remember that the elevator mechanism in underground garages should never be powered by the power grid. During natural disasters, this system often fails, so you may not be able to access your underground garage, which was your main hope for safety. Valley storm shelters. Tornadoes pose the biggest threat to shelters, but valley shelters demonstrate exceptional resilience. They can successfully endure tornadoes of the highest power class, featuring wind speeds of up to 300 miles per hour. Furthermore, the shelter holds up admirably against debris hurled by high winds, brought by floods, or dislodged by earthquakes. During tests, it endured the impact of a nearly 2-ton car traveling at high speed. Valley shelters are incredibly robust, made from thick steel plates anchored onto a concrete base with carbon steel anchors. Starting at a size of 13 by 13 feet, the smallest shelter can accommodate 3 people, whereas the largest shelter offered by the company provides safety for up to 36 people. Safe houses. A perfect shelter is a house that looks like any other in regular times but transforms into a secure bunker during emergencies, ensuring survival even in apocalyptic scenarios. KWK Promes has designed 2 such buildings. When you first see the building, it might look like a bunker, but it's actually a gorgeous contemporary house with plenty of expansive windows and adaptable lighting. These windows can completely shut to shield the house during emergencies, and all the movable parts are operated by electronic motors. The moving parts are constructed from lightweight steel filled with mineral wool to ensure complete insulation, while the stationary parts are solid concrete. This design ensures the house can endure various natural disasters. The second building by KWK Promes isn't a gloomy cube, it's lighter in color and looks nothing like it. Plus, it can change shape. When it goes from being open to closed, movable parts cover the back, shielding it from different disasters. It's also interesting that the building was originally designed to be protected from a natural phenomenon such as a landslide. The foundation shape allows the ground to pass beneath the structure without causing any damage during an emergency. Vivos xPoint. Within a 24-hour drive from anywhere in the U.S., sitting at around 3,800 feet above sea level, and approximately 100 miles away from military nuclear facilities, this isn't just a single fortified bunker. It's a whole city of bunkers set up to protect many people in the event of an apocalypse. This bunker city wasn't created from the ground up. It's actually repurposed an old military storage area containing 575 military bunkers across a sprawling expanse of 18 square miles. That extensive area can accommodate over 5,000 people, safeguarding them during any apocalyptic scenario. The bunkers offer thorough shielding as they're mostly buried and shielded by a thick layer of soil. Their robust doors, built with concrete and steel, tightly sealed to prevent water, air, or gas from entering. The warehouses transformed into bunkers are mostly made of sturdy concrete and steel, capable of withstanding almost any threat. Each bunker accommodates between 10 and 24 people and contains everything needed for a year or more of self-sufficient living indoors. These bunkers are fully equipped to ensure survival in extreme conditions, offering a spacious room, a kitchen, separate bedrooms, a master suite, bathrooms, a gym, laundry facilities, a water purification room, power room, and air filtration system. These features make surviving the apocalypse more like comfortable living without major restrictions. Ventom 3.0. Ventom Dynamics has developed a wind turbine that overcomes the major drawbacks of traditional models, making them a promising candidate for wider adoption in the future. These turbines are conveniently compact and don't require complex assembly, enabling swift installation and immediate energy production. Plus, they come in various sizes suitable for both large commercial properties and apartment buildings. Traditional wind turbines tend to be quite noisy, but Ventom Dynamics turbine operates in complete silence, causing no visual disruptions. This makes it an excellent choice, especially in urban areas where keeping noise levels down for regular human activities is crucial. Moreover, this innovative turbine can harness wind from any direction, which sets it apart from conventional models and makes it a more cost-effective solution. What's even more fascinating is that these turbines can function both from the grid and independently, ensuring a reliable energy source even during power shortages. Spotter RF. As mentioned before, even when the world seems to be falling apart, there are always people trying to get their hands on other people's belongings. But with this radar in place, it's highly unlikely that anyone can sneak up on a house. This device might be small, but it can pinpoint the location of a potential intruder up to 1.2 miles away thanks to its smart technology. Altogether, this radar system covers a vast area and keeps a close eye on everything in its range. When the system detects unwanted objects, it relays the information to the surveillance cameras positioned around the area. This prompts the cameras to point directly at the intruder. If something's detected, it triggers an alarm that's sent to your smartphone, computer, or any connected device. Moreover, the radar can function in any weather, even in extreme conditions, so it works regardless of rain, snow, day, or night, and it can handle temperatures from 149 to minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Q6500. As the world faces its end, this generator is here to quietly produce electricity without raising any alarms. The Q6500 is an inverter generator ensuring a smoother power output. This means you can charge delicate devices such as laptops and smartphones without concerns about potential damage. It offers a continuous power output of 5,000 watts with a peak power capacity of 6,500 watts. Additionally, it can run for up to 14 hours thanks to its ability to automatically adjust to your power needs. In contrast to conventional generators, the Q6500 is notably quieter. This noise is reduced thanks to the Quiet Power Series inverter, which is typically 60% quieter than regular generators. The generator's all-metal frame, encased in a protective housing, further contributes to this noise reduction. In addition to its power and low noise output, the generator also boasts a safety system that automatically shuts it down when dangerous levels of carbon monoxide build up in the working area. Storm. This car's perfect for surviving the apocalypse because it excels in every aspect, not just one. The Storm is versatile and can travel anywhere thanks to its ability to switch between steel and rubber tracks. Plus, if that's not enough, it can effortlessly swim a certain distance in amphibious mode. In a nutshell, the Storm offers shelter even in the most remote and inaccessible locations. The car's excellent performance owes much to its powerful engine. With a 2,500 horsepower hybrid engine, it's perfect for survival scenarios, enabling speeds of up to 87 miles per hour on land and 19 miles per hour on water. When running solely on batteries, the car can travel for 3.5 hours at 56 miles per hour, or an hour and a half at speeds ranging from 62 to 87 miles per hour. Opting for the hybrid mode extends its functionality to last anywhere from 18 to 36 hours on the road. On water, it can float for up to 4 hours. If you're concerned about looters after a disaster, the Storm's got you covered with top-notch ballistic, explosive device, and mine protection system. Scabi. Versatility is a word that can be used to describe the vehicle from Arquus Company. It's nimble, fast, and can handle various terrains. Unlike many other armored vehicles, with a top speed of about 81 miles per hour, the Scabi can conquer steep slopes up to a 60% incline and side slopes of 40%. These capabilities are a result of its relatively light weight of around 8 tons, a robust 300 horsepower engine, and the ability to run on a 70 kilowatt hybrid electric drive system. The Scabi's versatility extends to its defense system, which includes machine guns and grenade launchers used to protect against marauders and unwanted visitors. These can be installed on 3 separate turrets. In times of chaos, having a vehicle that keeps you safe is crucial. Despite being light, the Scabi manages to offer solid protection with mine and ballistic shields, plus the option to add smoke grenades for extra security. Unicat Expedition Vehicles. Moving to a new location when things get tough can help you survive the apocalypse, and all you really need is a mobile home. A solid choice is Unicat mobile homes, especially the ones built on MAN trucks. Powered by 480 horsepower or 353 kilowatts, these vehicles effortlessly traverse various terrains while maintaining impressive speeds for their considerable size. Of course, during an apocalypse, a mobile home needs to be self-sufficient and offer at least basic comfort. Unicat models achieve this through variously positioned solar panels, 11.4 kilowatt water-cooled diesel generators, and batteries. Water is stored in 158-gallon tanks and supplied through a rainwater collection system. The level of comfort inside the mobile home is anything but minimal. It has all that humanity has to offer, making it thoroughly equipped with a water supply, toilet, heating system, full lighting, and air conditioning. There's also a kitchen, a bedroom, a large number of storage boxes, a rest area, and even a sanitary room. All this will allow you to live comfortably and independently in nearly any place and under almost any circumstances. Unicat cars have almost everything, except a post-apocalyptic look. Fortunately, the company can draw on a wealth of ideas from countless apocalyptic movies. Ascender 30A. You take a tough Ford F-550 Super Duty, add a rugged camper on top, and boom, you've got yourself a ride ready for an apocalypse. The key here is the vehicle base. It can handle any terrain, so this car isn't scared of rough roads or obstacles. Surviving with the Ascender 30A won't be hard. It's fully equipped for a comfortable life, even in the toughest end-of-the-world conditions. Inside, you'll find a complete dining area, a compact kitchen with a stove, a shower, a 100-gallon water tank, and more. Surviving the end of the world doesn't necessarily mean relying on electricity. However, the company behind the camper decided to play it safe by fitting solar panels that juice up the lithium-ion batteries. They also threw in 2 alternators just in case. Biogas Plant. This creation lets you repurpose food scraps into energy usable for various tasks instead of tossing them away. The contraption resembles a barrel with extra features, effortlessly taking in biodegradable waste mixed with sewage through an entrance chamber. Once inside, special bacteria work their magic, turning the waste into gas. The primary element of the gas is methane, essentially a source of energy. You can do lots of things with the gas you make, but mostly people use it for cooking. One device per small family of 3 to 5 people produces enough gas to keep a single stove burner going for over 2 hours every day. As more of these mini recycling farms spring up, you'll start seeing more gadgets that can use this biogas. Even though this invention handles complex conversions, putting it together is simple, taking just 1 to 4 hours, and it only needs 11 square feet of floor space. So you can set up this handy invention almost anywhere without breaking a sweat. For those who like to save, this invention is a gem. It reduces daily firewood or fuel usage for cooking by 70 to 90%, and it also pays back its cost in only 2 years. Remules. To meet the demand for compactness and mobility, companies are constantly innovating with unconventional devices to tap into free energy. For example, there's a flower that harnesses solar power. No, it's not a mystical flower made of some mysterious material. It's a solar panel that unfolds like a fan or a pretty plant from a compact shape for easy carrying. Even though it resembles a flower, it's not lightweight like plants. It weighs about 419 pounds of pure carbon fiber. That might not be much on an industrial scale, but for personal use, moving it around by hand would be quite a task. Once it's up and running, a neat feature is its ability to automatically follow the sun, all thanks to the built-in GPS system. It's pretty standard technology in a lot of solar panels and really amps up its effective power output to about 2 kilowatts when conditions are just right. No matter the weather or hits it takes, this panel can handle it all. It was made to survive the toughest conditions imaginable. Invelox. Shearwind has developed a method to capture free energy from the wind that offers clear advantages compared to standard turbines. Performance is key here. This turbine's unique design, which you can see on the screen, is crucial. Its unusual shape lets it catch wind of any speed, directing it into a duct for a boost. Eventually, the sped-up wind powers one or more ground-level wind turbines. Basically, the Invelox is 6 times more efficient than other turbines. What makes this turbine unique is its ability to operate at wind speeds lower than 1 mile per hour, setting it apart from most other turbines that struggle or cannot work at such slow speeds. The Pangeos. Well, if you don't like space but need to hide from zombies somewhere, you might go for a giant floating city shaped like a turtle. Pangeos is conceived as a mobile city, which will be the largest floating structure in the world. It's supposed to be 1,800 feet long and 2,000 feet wide. The hull of the vessel will be made of steel and will have a turtle-shaped base. It'll be home to 60,000 people, and it's going to have everything you might need inside. Hotels, shopping malls, parks, ship ports, aircraft runways, luxury villas, clubs. Naturally, a vessel this big will require a powerful propulsion system, so Pangeos will be equipped with 9 massive modern electric motors. Each will be able to produce the equivalent of 16,800 horsepower, which will make the Turtle City cruise at about 5.75 miles per hour. And yes, it's one hell of an expensive project, but saving humanity is worth it.